back. So I'm going to be moving out of this current place in like 2 months, and I'm about to pack everything away, including my collection. But before I do that, I wanted to showcase my collection as a bit of a time capsule, and also just so I can show it off. Because I haven't fully shown off the figures I currently have, and I'd like to, because it seems fun. And I get to flex all of the plastic I've spent copious amounts of money on. So just starting on the desk, because these are just some new acquisitions and just some desk figures that I've always had on my workstation. Going right to left, we have the latest get, who I got by accident because I forgot to cancel the pre-order, but I do not regret it because this guy is phenomenal. Age of the Prime's Liege Maximo. Behind him, we have the LEGO Pride set with a couple of Disney Infinities and a little rubber ducky. Iguanus has been chilling here. I've been saving him to send to a dear friend, so he just hangs about there. This little Halo guy, this little LEGO thing. Another new acquisition, the TF1 Thundercracker. I really like this mold. I know some people don't like it at all, but I really like it, and this is just a better version of that mold with a better head sculpt and cooler colors. I have Amazing Mighty Cougar, because I love Cougar. He's sitting on this chair that I bought for like $3 on my birthday, because I thought it'd be funny to have like a little chair. Clayface, of course. The More Than Meets the Eye subline Hot Rod in the more movie accurate pink. I really like it. I wish it was pinker, but it does look pretty good contrasted next to the 86 version. TF1 Orion, another figure that people are sour on, but I quite like him. There is I think that's a knockoff of NECA Usagi. And Chun-Li, who I want to give a shout out to Ron Bon Dijon, my friend and a creator I've been watching for a while. But yeah, they have not shut up about the Jada Toys Street Fighter, and I can confirm these toys are great. If I cared more about Street Fighter, I would be all over this line, but unfortunately I'm bad at video games. If only there was a YouTube channel dedicated to talking about fighting game lore. This is also another thing. I literally finished it last night. It is my mock of a Hero Factory Furno. I had a plan of wanting to do revamps in this style of all of the original heroes, but I don't have money. So I at least have built Furno, and I'm very happy with him. I might do a video showcasing him and how I built him. There's some new LEGO guys. Oh, and behind Orion, there's the little Tahu. I was trying to find him before, but I couldn't see him. Of course, I have I want to use this. This is something else I got for my birthday. There we go. Also my wallpapers, because I love Kamen Rider. Moving up to the PC, I have a couple of figures that just hang here, of course. Core-Class Cheetor. As the most parasocial Diaclona fan, I am obliged, of course, to have a Core-Class Cheetor. I have an original Mictoran, I should say. Matoro and Jala from the original Bionicle Macca's Toys line thing. I got the Wall-E set because it's my favorite Pixar movie. I love those little dudes. I like I have Sonato holding hands. They're kind of hard to see, but I want to put them in a much more visible place, but I'm moving, so what's the point? Some art prints. This one was from Toy Hacks. These are all from a convention I went to like 2 years ago. This is some miscellaneous shit up here. It's mostly just boxes and a couple of LEGO sets that I don't have room for anywhere else. My cursed Voltron Legendary Defender shelf, because I did have a Voltron Legendary Defender phase. It is with great shame that I admit this. There's the Optimus Prime mask way at the back. I didn't have room for it anywhere else. This is just some boxes I cut out, and here's some more art prints and the Zelda poster and an exit sign. So if you ever get confused on how to exit my room, that is how. Speaking of Optimus though, this is the Prime shelf. I'm not gonna go one by one. I'm just going to pan through and highlight some notable ones. So this one is the Killing Arm kit. I just bought like a knockoff of the 86 Prime and put the kit on. I think it looks perfect, and it didn't cost $90. The blockies, some deluxes. We got the YOLO Park at the back of Orion. Got some Swapticons with Lego Prime. And some butt shots. I tried to collect the like shatter glass, you can see the Nemesis there too, into like one little congregated zone. So there's all of my shatter glass primes. This one is a custom of the mainline prime. I wanted to paint him into sort of a Cybertronian mode, Bumblebee movie style prime. So I gave him some more angular windows and some extra like colors and detailing. And I think he looks really good. Here's Pony Prime. Got some blockies lining the front, the KO downscale of the Classics Prime. I really like this toy. He doesn't feel the best, but he's fun. And I've always wanted a Classics Prime because I love this design. Blockies, more Blockies, Opticon, there's a Rescue Bots T-Rex Prime. Yeah, there's Ava Convoy. I love Ava Convoy too. Luna Cruiser. I feel like people don't talk about this toy very much, but it is phenomenal. I love this guy. And yeah. So this isn't all my primes. This is a great toy, by the way. This isn't all of my primes, but these are the ones that aren't in a pre-existing shelf. You'll see what I mean later. And then down below that, of course, we have all of my Megatrons. There's the Swapticons, the McAlligator, there's Aldi, there's New Age, or I think it's a KO of New Age or whatever. I think he's just called like Prime Changer. I don't know, he looks like the Fortnite design because he's evergreen, so I just call him Fortnite Megatron. Skeletor Megatron, there's Cyberverse, Earthspark. This is a little Titan Master Megatron that I custom painted because the Galvatron, the Titan's Return Galvatron, had his headmaster be a little Megatron. So I took the face off of the actual Titan's Return Megatron and I put it onto this dude, and then I painted it up to look more like Megatron. See, he's like my little tiny baby Megatron. Oh, get. There we go. Yeah, so there's blockies at the front. I have one Galvatron here. I have Dark of the Moon Megatron sitting on the throne because I like Dark of the Moon Megatron and he looks good sitting down. I don't like this toy that much. I really hope they do a modern update, but he looks good. Kind of hard to see, but there's the Last Night Voyager Megatron, and then behind him, Skybound Megatron, who is just YOLO Park customized. I think I've showcased this guy in like a short before. I'm really proud of how it turned out because I didn't have to do anything irreversible to him, which I was very happy with. Yeah, he looks good proportionally. I think he fits that art style well of those first 24 issues. But yeah, so these are all of my Megzes. I wish I had more, but Megatrons are hard to come by. Below that, we have just my Lego Batcave. When I was a teenager, I always wanted a Lego Batcave, like the big Lego Batcave playsets, but I was never able to get one. So I decided to just make my own with the parts I did have. Used to be two very distinct sort of modules, I guess, were conjoined together. And then I was able to get the 2022 Lego set of the Batcave that was based on the Batman. So I kind of incorporated that little archway because I really do like the idea of it being the old train station, the old Wayne train station that was turned into the Batcave. I think that's fun. God, this has a lot of dust. I have not been taking care of this very well. There's some suits. I kind of just like miscellaneous bat suits I haven't been able to find a home for. But yeah, those are a bunch of little Robin suits. There's Jason's in the middle. There is some more bat suits kind of just on display. Batwing. There's a bat mech at the back. I probably have a higher quality photo that I will show here. There's a little bat boat. There's a bat pod that I built. I'm very happy with how this has come out too. You can kind of put a Batman on it, but not very well, but it just looks good sitting there anyway. So there's a very dusty Batmobile. Holy shit. Alfred with the Bat computer and some extra little trophies. I wish I had a T-Rex and a big coin that I can put here, but not yet. Those little Lego Dimensions ones, I thought they would be cute. Oh yeah, my bat signal. I had a little thingy that was built, but it broke. I have one of the friends from Friends. I need to get rid of this. Battle damaged. See if I can get it in focus. Get it in focus. There we go. God, there we go. But yeah, I when I was a teenager, I made a battle damage batsuit with just like a tattered cape and a scalpel on the fucking cowl. So here's just some miscellaneous guys. I took all of these dudes off of the shelf when I was filming my Quick Strike review, and I can't be bothered putting them back on. I'm just kind of gonna pack them away right now, but I wanted to show them off fully. So yeah, there's Quick Strike, of course, Megatron, Big Convoy, APC Soundwave, there's Sideburn, Silverbolt, Antagony, Toy Colors, and then I have the mini-bots here, some mini-bots that I have already transformed and was about to pack away. You know, this might be a hint for what could potentially be happening on the channel. Devastation Goon, Age of the Primes Flatline. I don't know if I'll make a video on him, but I could see myself making a video on him in Red Alert. And also Kingdom Tracks and Road Rage. I just have them in vehicle mode at the moment, but there might be something happening with those two as well. Or not. I could be entirely bullshitting. There's a double driver. I like to wear it around. If we go over here, this is my Rise of the Beast. It's just made So you got the Autobots at the front. I got an upgrade kit for Pablo Wheeljack here for the like door wings, and it makes the transformation easier with those door wings, but it's not the best. It's made of 3D printed plastic, which is kind of eh. I got the Byway Optimus Prime, kind of fixes the transformation, gives you a bunch of extra goodies, as well as a little Noah figurine of the exosuit. Bumblebee that I painted up a little bit. Blocky's RC, who was my first Blocky's actually. This is where it started, because I just wanted a cool RC to put with my other Rise of the Beast Autobots. And then there's Mirage, just with some guns I got from eBay. And then we have the Maximals all at the back, with Ape Link in tow. Over here, we have another Mirage with Miku, the YOLO Park Mirage. And I finally got the LEDs working. But yeah, and then the YOLO Park Miku. They're kind of like my bedside table. We have the Terrans, or at least most of them. There is a hashtag shaped gap at the front here, but this is most of the team, because I wanted to give them their own space, because I love season 1 of Earthspark so much, and there was only 1 season. It's really sad that it never got picked up for season 2. And then there's a Chaos Terran at the back. I forget their name. If we move over here, we'll start at the top. So this is kind of my miscellaneous mecha shelf. So I've got Full Power Gridman at the back, Blockies, Unit 1 and Unit 2. There's the Motoroid Voltron, who I do really want to make a video on him. I don't know when I would want to make a video, but I really want to make a video. Where's my pointer? I have my pointer. I really want to make a video on him. I don't know when. But I love this toy. I think it is a phenomenal piece. Here is my entry grade RX-78. Watched the first Gundam movie like almost a year ago now. It was a while ago. I want to watch more, but I wanted a mecha shelf with a Gundam. That feels obligatory. And he was cheap. Here I've got my Godzilla shelf. So these are all from the Bandai like action figure line, which I think is called Godzilla Rampage now. And then I also got little baby Godzilla Jr. here, my son, who was part of the Goatse Burst line. Yeah, I really like how this line is coming together. I hope they do more. Heisei Godzilla, and then Burning Godzilla, Destroyer, King Ghidorah, and -1. Really hope I'm able to get a Shin at least, and some other kaijus too. Here is my beloved animated shelf. So it kind of feels a bit naked without a Ratchet, or any of them, like main Decepticons too, but like a Ratchet to fill out the Autobots team. I put Legacy Cyberverse Chromia here just because I feel like she fits really well as an animated Chromia. Like the only thing that's missing is just like an Elite Guard logo instead of just a standard Autobot symbol, but I think it still works. Got Bulkhead at the back, Optimus. These are all Legacy, except for Bulkhead. And there's Prowl, there's B. Slipstream is the Legacy Slipstream with an upgrade kit that gives her a new chest, new head, new null rays. And so she looks kind of like the Takara one, the Takara Legends one from ages ago that was based on the animated design. There's Wasp. There's Star Raiders Lockdown. Technically not... It is not really an animated lockdown, but it works for this shelf because I don't really have anywhere else to put him. And then I have Nemesis and Motormaster at the back. Yeah, this Nemesis is probably my favorite Nemesis ever. I think the teal and the red really works here. Here is my it's kind of a miscellaneous shelf. It's sort of a late G1/G2. So I've got like some Pretenders, some Action Masters, and then just some G2 and GoBots. I've taken all the mini bots off the shelf, which is why it looks a little empty. The GoBots and I think I have Bumper here as well. Can't really see him, but there's an 86 Jazz that I put the G2 Toy Hacks labels on. It's Laser Prime, my beloved Toxitron, it's Jaxus, Carnivac, Road Pig. I love Road Pig. And these two, I like these as like little twins. It's supposed to be like Laser Cycle Jazz and Road Rocket, I remembered. And then there's of course G2 Sideswipe, who has an upgrade kit with the spiky wheels. And I painted the headlights as well to have a little green, because I feel like a lot of G2 Sideswipes forget the green. So I added that back in there too. But yeah, I really like this guy. I'm an idiot. I forgot to do this. We get the lights on. Okay, so I forgot to turn on my little fairy lights that I have, but this is what these shelves look like with the fairy lights. Also, the reason I have this skull is I killed this person, I took his head. I used to have the Daily Bugle displayed here, but I moved that display to somewhere else where I'll show you later. So I kind of just have an empty gap because I don't really have anything this tall to put up here. But yeah, we got the Mecha shelf with the fairy lights behind it. I'll just like do a little lap around the room now with the lights because I forgot to. So they go all the way around. I really like how they're set up. I hope I can recreate that and then where I'm staying next. There's the Mecha shelf, there's Godzilla's, there's animated too. And then we go to the Rider shelf, which is the youngest shelf I currently have because I just started getting into Kamen Rider like very recently. But yeah, these are mostly made up of blockies and figure eyes. If we get closer, you can see these are some Gaia memories from the Double Driver. There's a Cyclone Joker. There's Ultimate Cougar and Kamen Rider Joker. And then there's some more memories at the back there. Build guys, some, what's his name? He's the Gun one, he's the Gun Fox Rider. There's a couple from his show. Kabuto Drive, Fire's one's at the front, Cougar, and the fucking Grub. And there's the Shin Kamen Rider, who was my first Blockies Kamen Rider. I really like him. I got a little kit that gives him a wired coat and muffler too. And that looks really good. Yeah, there's my Kamen Rider shelf. It'll probably be growing exponentially as I get more into Kamen Rider. Here's my Dinobots shelf. And I think this is the one that looks the most incomplete because there is just there's a Snarl shaped gap here because I don't have Snarl. And I will probably be picking up the reissue once it goes on sale. But yeah, there's the 86 Dinobots there. I think they look really good together. And I have a little slash. And then the Blockies Dino modes here at the front. In a similar vein, we've got the Devastator shelf. So this has just got the 86 Constructicons, or the 86 Devastator, I should say, in combined mode, who I really like. I know some people don't like him, but I think he's really great. I think Devastator and Superion both feel like, for combiners, they are toys that are meant to be played with, whereas like combinables and stuff, it's like they're pretty finicky. Even like I feel like their main appeal is they're big and they can combine in Scramble City, but I really like that. Like I could pick this up and play with it and like pose it and stuff, which you can't really say for other combiners. And then at the front, I've got the Galaxy version Constructicons, and they look really good at the front. And then I have the little Defender Constructicons alongside them. So I get to display the Constructicons in all of their modes. I have the little Devastator coin from the Defender Wave 3 as well. I have a Sonic Screwdriver, but this is just my Gamer Edition War for Cybertron shelf, the High Moon shelf, whatever you want to call it. Autobots on one side, Decepticons on the other side. Got all the Seekers at the back. Got Megatron, Barricade, the Goon, Bumblebee, Cliff Jumper, Sideswipe, you know, like this is basically just all of the Gamer Edition guys that we have so far. I also have some necklaces. I want to show these off because they're very pretty. I've got this one. I've got a Magatama from Ace Attorney. Well, it's not from Ace Attorney, but I got it because it looks like the one from Ace Attorney. But that is everything from my room. So we are going to move right along to where the rest of my collection has been stored. We are now in the living room where things live. This is where I have kept my Spider-Man cabinet thing. I found this at an op shop for like $50 or something. It was like really cheap and a really good find. It's really cool. Of course, this is where I put all of my Spider-Man stuff. So I've got some DVDs and VHS tapes from like Spider-Man movies and shows. The Mess Toys Spider-Man, my Lego Ghost Rider on like this little diorama here. And then on the other side, I've got the Legends Spider-Punk and the Toei Spider-Man. I don't know if I've mentioned it on this channel, but this is my favorite live-action Spider-Man suit. That's not even a bit. I love the Toei suit. And then we have the two Mess Toys, Scarlet Spider and Black Suit. And then, of course, we have the Daily Bugle. So giant Venom. This is technically a mech, but it just looks like a big Venom. This mock, this is something I built from scratch. It's just a little Penny Parker thing. I kind of want to figure out if I can replace that top dome piece with like an actual dome part. But other than that, I'm very happy with how this has turned out. If I remember, I'm pretty sure I made it so that you can fit a little Penny in there. So Peter Parker, there's a Matt Murdock, a normal size Venom. I don't know why I have him there. Here we have my two bookshelves So up here we've got just some little Lego guys. Not Lego, we've got some Lego and this little Pikachu thing that I got as a gift. I've got my JJK shelf, which I gave a dedicated shelf, even though I don't really like JJK that much. Anyway, there's some comics. Let's see if I can turn this without breaking it. There's some more comics, some Chainsaw Man books, some more books, lots of books and lots of comics. I'm gonna try and turn this now. Oh God, that's scary. But yeah, so some more books. I really like this book, and it's really a shame that the mangaka has passed away. So this was the only thing they were ever able to make, but I really enjoyed it. There's this book series, some more books, lots of books. So all of my movies and DVDs. I'm sure people just want to see the Transformers, but this is technically part of my collection. Most of these are op shop finds because DVDs are really cheap nowadays, which is good for me because I really like having physical media. And there's my little dancing Optimus Prime on top of... I forgot that we have this here. We are children of the Lord in this house. I also wanted to show off my TMNT mugs. I got all 4 of them for some reason. I really like these. It looks kind of cursed, but I like them a lot. And this is where the rest of my collection has ended up. Yeah, so I've moved everything else into my garage. So this is kind of where it's at now. I never really had an opportunity to fully unpack and utilize the space properly, which is why there are some like empty shelves, but you know, there's no point doing it now. We were talking about Spider-Man before, so I'm gonna go to the desk. There you can see my kind of recording thing. Don't ask why I have toothpaste there, but yeah, there's just some like recording things in there. I've kind of retired this display little cabinet thing, but you'll probably see it again with old recordings and stuff. Over here, we have the Star Raiders Thundertron with the little dude. There's a Funko Pop Spider-Mobile. That was a gift from like years ago from one of my oldest friends now. There's a little Mondo Gecko. My wife, Casey Jones. Burnout and Crosscut are also here because there's my only 30-minute missions kit, which I want to change at some point, but I have too many hobbies at the moment. My favorite Raphael, the NECA like Disguise Raphael, came in a 2-pack with her. I really like the Ben Grimm hat and trench coat look. It looks really cute. This Primus thing, it's like $30 and it was cool. It was cool that it turned into a little Cybertron. It was a small scale. It has like a little thing so you can actually have it as a globe, but it's pretty mad. This is the Monster Hunter collab, the Rathalos Convoy, because my current collaborator shelf is full. So I need to figure out what to do with that. This was sent from Dr. Lockdown after I had done the end credit sequence for the Legacy video. Because I got to do that. I love my life. We've got the DC crossover, a couple of the Sonic ones. I want to collect the League once they all come out, but Silver's the only one left, and I don't really care for Silver or the Green Lantern, so whatever. This is also a gift from high school. Real Gear, one of the phones, I don't know his name, but I really like him. This was from my grandma. This is what is your name? Are you Cybershock? I think this is Cybershock. The little reissue one, I got them for $5 on Marketplace. A couple Shattered Glass dudes. We've got Metroplex, Blocky's Metroplex, 3D printer that I never set up, some Burrock. I lined these all up. I spent the morning lining these all up. These are all of my Spider-Man minifigures, or at least the ones I haven't shown yet. These are all of my little Spideys. But if we go here, so starting off, we have these are like the default Spider-Man minifigures. So when they were making Spider-Man sets, one of these 4 suits has just been the one that they've used. They had the Spider Armor Mark IV suit as just their default Spider-Man suit for a few years. That was strange. These are all just like the symbiotes. By the way, some of these are unofficial from like AliExpress. So they're not all official if you're a purist, but I don't give a shit. We have Toei Spider-Man, Raimi minifigures. We have the 2 Amazing suits. One of them's from the No Way Home set. Then we have all of the MCU Spider-Man suits. I have the Inside Out suit, the like motherboard suit. I don't know where it went. I think I've accidentally put it in the wrong minifigure tub. Then we have a minifigure of Spectacular and Spider-Man Unlimited. Really like these 2. The Insomniac guys. Some Scarlet Spiders, some like Miles Morales suits. This is just the Prowler suit from the game, which I will always associate with one of the most fire beats I've ever heard. Then we have just some miscellaneous Spider-Mans. We have some Spider-Women, love women. And then these are just some minifigures from the first Spider-Verse movie, if it will fucking focus. And then, yeah, you know, the crew. And then these are the ones that are specifically from the second movie. Yeah, Spider-Man. Up here is the emptiest shelf. I think I was planning on putting the Titans up here, but I never did that. I really want the dramatic capture rain frame. It's the only like dramatic capture figure I still want because I really like the Action Master colors. My G1 Autobot shelf, so I've kind of tried to split it down the middle with like the season 1 and 2 and then the season 3 onwards guys. Jazz, because he's kind of in both eras. He's kind of the divider. Prime and Rodimus, triple changes. We've got Magnus, Legacy, Impactor, Punch, Counterpunch. Alita is kind of here, even though she was in the first 2 seasons, but she's spacey enough that she feels like she belongs with the season 3 guys. This is my Predacon shelf. I mean, you've seen half of them, which is why this shelf looks pretty empty, because I used to have like Megatron there and Antagony and everything. But this is kind of where it's at now. I really like having the Predacons here. I have Megatron holding the golden disc. We have the Turtle shelf. I still want to do this. I want to have a set of 4 turtles from every like main era. So I've kind of started that. You can see the Mirage turtles, you can see the cartoon turtles, the movie turtles. I've got the original sketch turtles because I really like them. Mutant Mayhem. I got the remastered of the original toys so that I can have like the OG turtles too, some IDW ones, but I want to like collect some from each cartoon. I've been eyeing the Super 7 2003 turtles. I want the 2012 ones that NECA's doing, or even if I can somehow get the Revoltech ones, because the Revoltech ones would be perfect. And the 2007 and Rise ones are those are the main ones I'd be looking for at the moment. Next, we have the aligned continuity shelf. Soundwave would be here too, which when I say aligned, Prime, like Rescue Bots and RID, basically, Rid 15. I don't have as many Decepticons, but I have like the Legacy Twins. I have Megatron from APC Toys. Most of this is Legacy and the APC Toys ones. So Breakdown and Knockout, and there's Filch. Legacy Bludgeon. I used my old Warrior class Bludgeon. I like kit bashed it. I took the chest parts and stuff like that, and I kit bashed it with the guns at the back too to make basically like a Legacy Rid 15 Bludgeon. And then at the Autobot side, we've got Heatwave, Voyager Beast Hunters Magnus. There's one of the Bumblebees. And then Hotshot, who I think Hotshot is like, I really like Hotshot. Which is funny because I don't like Prime B, but I really love his design when it's put into these colors and is called Hotshot. Why don't I have the lights on? There we go, that's a bit better. But if we go down here, it's kind of hard because it's in this like corner. But yeah, this is my IDW / classics shelf, I guess. I have a lot of nostalgia. I have a lot of love for the early generations level of stylization that went up from like classics to Thrilling 30 basically, and IDW falls right in the middle of that. So if we look in here, we can see like there's your Jetfire Magnus. There is a Titans Return Galvatron that I gave I had a Shapeways kit for the IDW head. There's Tarn, there's the other Bludgeon, Flame. I kind of have Flame there because he's a comic guy. Senator Shockwave, Optimus, or I guess this is Coptimus. There's Classic Mirage, Springer. The Cliff Jumper I do have photos of him. He is the Legacy Cliff Jumper, but with the Earthrise head, like swapped on there. So he kind of works as like a stylized G1 Cliff Jumper. We just have one at the very bottom. This is just my Ironhide shelf. This is just of all of my miscellaneous Ironhides. We've got a Bot Shop, we've got some Blockies, the Hunt for the Decepticons Deluxe one, I believe. I like this one. It's the Revenge of the Fallen Recon Ironhide, but real ones know him as Cyber Missions Ironhide.
Hey, where you going, Flyboy? Oh, the fun's down.
And then next we have the Magnus shelf. I want this to be bigger because I love Magnus. I want more of him. We have the Siege. This is a KO Siege that like gave him some like extended thighs and filled some of the gaps and stuff like that, but more or less just Siege Magnus. The other Prime Voyager Magnus, the Prime RID, not to be confused with Prime Rid 15. Magnus, who is heavily based on the animated design. There is my beloved Age of the Primes, repaint from the Missing Link at Home Legacy Deluxe Prime. This is just my Skylanders. I had a little Skylanders phase last year, so this is just all of the Year 1 Skylanders, and then the Giants. There's Chop Chop. That Chop Chop's my guy. I love Chop Chop. Next, we have the Bayverse baddies. There's Wreckage in there, but he's knocked over and I'm not fixing him. My Movieverse baddies, it's not specifically Bayverse, I should say, because I've got the Bumblebee movie and I've got the Terracons here too. Still don't have a lockdown. I really want a Movieverse lockdown. That would be really nice. Kind of hope they do a new one, because the old one, I have the Shadow Raider version. He doesn't really age that well. Like, I feel like you could do like a Voyager to scale with the new Leader Prime. I think there's Revenge of the Fallen, this breakdown, but he's cute. He's a little scout class. Next, we have my beloved, my sweet Zoe boy, Hot Rod. You know, at the front, you have Blockies and Swapticons. That's, you know, standard fare at this point. Once Up Jinx season, the Cyberverse one was based on his season 3 colors. The Star Convoy Micromaster guy. 86 one, who I gave Calidus's bow. This is Earthspot Prowl, but I like to pretend he's just an alternate universe's Hot Rod. There's Shattered Glass. Titanium alternators. This is Excellion, but I swapped the head with a Blockies Defenders Rodimus. Show a picture here of that. There's the retro reissue of the G1 Hot Rod in the pink, Calidus at the back. And there's Cyberverse, Blockies. And then this stand is also from the Titanium figure. I really like the Rodimus shelf. I think it looks the best, even if the comic pages are falling. We got Soundwave and the cassettes by proxy. Shatterglass, the Legacy one, I think. Bumblebee movie, Revenge of the Fallen, Cyberverse, RID. One of these is the dramatic capture, and one of these is the Legacy one. I don't know which is which, but one of them I just have in just as a little stand for these two little Blockies guys. And the magic card, my only magic card, and I hope for my wallet it is the only magic card I ever buy. I didn't even buy this one, it was given to me from someone else who was into magic at the time. Frenzy, yes Frenzy, here with the Ravagers. It's my little core class one too. And then we have Rumble, yes Rumble, at the front with all of my laser beaks, my buzzsaw, and there's Ratbat at the back. Moving along, we've got the G1 Decepticons. This one is notably empty because I was leaving space to put a Starscream here and a Skywarp there. Got some other ones, so there's 86 Soundwave there. I have Overcharge here, there's Straxus. I have the Galva Trio, and then I have Megatron, the 86 Megatron. I gave him the Earthrise fusion cannon because it looks so much better. There's Octane, and then there's Shockwave. And then I have my Earthrise Barricade. This has a Toy-X labels on it. I really like the Toy-X set for this one. Up here is my JG1 collection. So I've got Star Convoy, Star Saber, Victory Leo, Metal Hawk, the JG1 Legacy guys. I have... my friend acquired this little feather thing from like a raffle and just put it on my Deathsaurus, and I've just kept him holding it the whole time that I've had him because I think it's funny. This is Dino King. I love Dino King. And then I've got the 3. Don't know what they're called. I don't know what the team's called, but I have them and I love them. Minerva, Bombburst. Next up is the TF1 shelf. Sentinel, Arachnid, and then Starscream, and then Thundercracker would probably go right next to him. We've got Megatron, Prime, Alita, and then the Bumblebee. These are all Studio Series, but the Bumblebee is the Blockies one. And then we have the Blockies Galaxy versions at the front as the cogless versions. Yeah, my Lego collection is mostly packed away, just for sheer space. But yeah, here's my Lego bins, miscellaneous mocks. So there's a Matoro that I never finished, a couple of the Ninjago mechs, there's a Sonic mech, and this is the Hero Factory guy. But yeah, Evo I never finished because I don't have enough of the parts. He was coming along well. I might finish him at least at one point. And then and then we have the FNAF Funko Pops. But yeah, so I have those for some reason. There's a Makuta mock I never finished. Here's some random minifigure parts. Underneath Dennis is the Ultra Combo mech thing that I like revamped to be more substantial and integrated. It was based on a video series that I will link below, but I did my own touches just because I had limited parts. We've got the Minecraft like 2-in-1 boxes. I originally wanted to do a video of these. I might still as like a short or something, but there's not much to talk about. But they're cute, they're fine. These are also all of my storage These are just guys who I haven't really found a home yet, so you can kind of take a look in there. I used to have the Insecticons displayed up there. There's probably a photo here of that, but Gravity did not like that plan. And then there's some miscellaneous guys here too. Bionicle books, miscellaneous Lego parts. There's Vikama. I collected all of the Sonic movie figures, or at least of the main 4. This lighting is really not helping me at all. Here are my knockoff Nendoroids of Phoenix Wright and Edgeworth. But yeah, I love these two. My beloved gays. I got this because I got a Switch as a gift, but I didn't have any games to play it on. So I got this, the $30 like Toys to Life spaceship game, because it came with Star Fox. And I did not like that game at all, but I kept the Star Fox spaceship for it. Here's Shadow's bike, it fell. Really like the movie Promare. I bought the Gallo de Leon kit, the Motoroid, and then I have the 2 Nendoroids. And these ones are official Nendoroids, and they look very cute together. My Sesame Street blockies, I love these guys. They're very cute. I really find it funny that the trash can on Oscar is 5mm. It's a 5mm port. You can Evo Fusion. But yeah, I really like all these guys. I would love if blockies did the Muppets too, because I really want the Muppets. We've got the fossilizers down here. It's the one that isn't Vertebrake. There's Spindle, Paleotrex, Master Dominatrix, whatever the fuck, Wingfinger, kid named Wingfinger. I still want to complete the fossilizers because I love the fossilizers, but I do have Transmutate, but I have them displayed with the other Maximals. We have the Rock Lords here. I love the Rock Lords. The only one I'm missing is the first one that came out, who was like, what was his name? It was weirdly volcanic based, and then this one was called Boulder Crash. I believe in the crackpot theory that the names were switched. But yeah, so these are your Infernac universe. They're Rock Lords. Just call them Rock Lords. I really like them. Even the little Poop Man. I like the Poop Man. He looks like Clayface, so of course I like him. Oh, my knees. I hope that didn't come through on the mic. But this is the Rid 01 shelf. I love Rid 01. I really hope we keep getting more Rid 01 figures. There's Toeline, Haslabo Mega Prime, who my copy is perfectly fine. So I love this set. But also, I didn't get a broken toy. So I would like to thank everyone for sacrificing all of their copies so that my copy could be perfect. That was really, really selfless of you guys. I really want a new Laser Prime mold specifically so that I can have one that would actually look like it could go toe-to-toe with Fire Convoy, but I don't have the money to get a Fans Hobby Scourge, so I just have the Velocitron one here. And I like this, independent of it being a toy of RID Scourge. I really like this colorway. Obviously, this channel is a friend to Skybite. Lovely toy, still one of my favorite toys of last year. We have the collab shelf. So these are all these guys. I have at the front, these are the D&D Dicelings, which they made, I think, for the D&D movie. And they were little D&D like creatures that turn into dice. And I thought that idea was really cool. I wanted to collect them all. These are all of the original molds. And then there's just a couple of redecos that I don't have. In terms of the actual Transformers collabs, we have like the Dilophoncon one, my horribly yellowed Top Gun Maverick, Ectotron, who I don't like at all, but every time I look at Dilophoncon and whatever this guy's called, Iguanas. I want iguanas so bad. Please just make it iguanas. Now, we're here to the Unicron Trilogy shelf. These are all of the Legacy Unicron Trilogy guys. I don't have any of the older ones. And I've liked all of the Unicron Trilogy updates just because the things that they prioritized in these updates are the things that I like about collecting modern Transformers. We have the Constructicons from Revenge of the Fallen. I vastly prefer seeing this team as the Constructicons. They are much more fun to look at on a shelf as the Constructicons rather than Devastator. I just love how fucking disgusting they are. What's his name? Slapjack, I think, at the front, and then Override at the back. Or Overhaul, or what, I don't fucking care. It's Revenge of the Fallen. Bionicle, we have Bionicle. So I have all of my, the 2015 Masters behind the Toa Mata 2001 counterparts. I really like Bionicle. Yay. We have the Primes from Age of the Primes, and you'll have to forgive the Nexus and Liege Maximo shaped gaps here. I don't have Nexus, And Liege Maximo, I can't be bothered putting him away. I do have the Titans Return Sentinel. He looks great. I kind of just keep him with the primes, even though he is not really one of the 13, but I don't give a shit about the 13 anyway. Alpha Trion, who is probably the best one here, even though he doesn't have wrists and he's the main character who would need them. I think Solus is immensely underrated in my opinion, and by contrast, Micronus, I do not like Micronus. I think he is so underbaked. I like the ideas that he does, and the transformation on the legs of the Apex armor are cool. I think he needed more time in the oven. And then there's Amalgamus, who I really like the design of, and he's a weaponizer, so I'm kind of obliged to like him. Well, we have my Wii U, but over here we have the Barricades. Someone's in trouble. The Last Night Barricade and the Last Night Barricade. This is the original one. This is the Studio Series. This is the first review in the semi-new format that has now been outdated, actually. I don't have the head. I'm missing the head from this one because this is my childhood copy, so I just keep him in car mode. This one was a gift from a friend, the same friend who gave me the Real Gear robot. We can go up to the Seekers, so it's mostly the main three. I have Starscream, Skywarp, Thundercracker, and then some kind of outliers sort of in amongst them. This one is a custom. It is a custom Beast Wars Skywarp because I just bought it on eBay for like $50. I don't even think it was that much, but yeah, it was a really cool custom. And then this one I got from Marketplace. This is also a custom. I think it's just a hot link that they painted to look like Skywarp, and I think that's funny. Or maybe it was a Thundercracker, I don't remember. I have two custom painted Skywarps. There's Nacelle, and I have the Blockies Thundercrackers, the little Galaxy versions one. I feel like you could make them into earrings. I think that'd be really cute, and I'm the first person to have this idea. In this little corner, this tight little corner, I have all of my Shockwaves. There's a Funko Pop you can kind of see in the middle. It's the big eye. My only official New Age one, and he is a phenomenal toy. I love him. I got him for really cheap. I'm very happy with him. I'm gonna go over here because these are just my three Titans. Tidal Wave, Mega Supreme, Tripticon. These are the Bumbleebs, my Bumblebe shelf. So other than the ones that I took out, which are the like modern mini-bot ones, these are all of the Bumblebees that I have basically. I'm not even gonna bother listing any notable ones. Other than this one is a G1 toy Bumblebee. This one is my first Missing Link B that is broken, so I keep him in car mode. And then this one is the replacement copy that I was given, and I have not touched him since I put him on the shelf because I'm scared that he's broken. Fuck you, Missing Link. We've got RCs over here. So there's my Rise of the Beast core class, who I still really like, but I think the Blockies one just fits with those guys better. There's my only Iron Factory. Oh, fucking Christ. Sorry, my roommates like came home as like mid-recording and scared the bejesus out of me. Anyway, yeah, so my early Iron Factory figure is Iron Factory RC, and I have the Earthrise, specifically only the car mode. I was able to cut it off because it's on one hinge, and that's the entire alt mode. There's Bumblebee Movie. There's my very yellow Cyberverse RC. There's APC Toys. This is I think it's a knockoff, but it is of the Flame Toys RC in the Combiner Hunters colors. Mostly got it because it is a Combiner Hunters RC. And then there is the Vinyl Tech at the back. We've got our Bayverse Autobots, and this one is only Bayverse, and like a couple of like non-canon guys. I tried to sort of color coordinate this one, so I've got like the blues on each end and the greens and the reds and stuff. Yeah, I have Grimlock. I think the Time one looks cool. I just don't know if I have space or money for it. I'm perfectly happy with just sticking with the old leader class. We have Optimus. I think this is the Byway version. I put Toy Hacks and like painted it up a little bit. The Last Night Hound. That's Revenge of the Fallen Brawn. Got Jetfire. I think that one's also Byway because he just didn't come out around here. Crosshairs. There's Hot Rod, who is still one of my favorite Studio Series toys. I love this Hot Rod. Some of the plastic feels a little iffy. Clear hinges, but other than that, I think his engineering is really good. Jazz, Bumblebee, the RC triplets. There's Sideswipe, Dino, and of course, my beloved Q, the Revenge of the Fallen Gears, the repaint of Stockade, the Byway Ironhide, because that was just another toy that we just didn't get in Australia. There's Sea Spray, who was a gift from a friend. I forgot to mention, I also painted up Ratchet a little bit, specifically on the face and the arms. And I also cut the gurney butt. I cut it in half so that it just perfectly lines up. This is the Wheeljack shelf. These are just all of my miscellaneous Wheeljacks. So I've got Origins at the back, Earthrise, head swapped the mainline Rise of the Beast Wheeljack, stole the glasses, the Bumblebee head design, and I painted it up a little bit too. And then there is the actual Bumblebee movie Wheeljack and the 3 blockies. Maximal shelf, again, this one is pretty empty just because I've taken so many down from it. But you can see there's Transmutate, who I mentioned before. There is my Takara Lyra Convoy, Skywarp, Tasmanian Kid, and Rat Trap, who are guarding the other disc. This is the Power of the Primes. Optimal Optimus, who I stand by is still a very good toy. But yeah, there's Dinobot and Rhinox, who I stand by is a good toy. And then there's the Takara Cheetor at the front. Grimlock, who, God, the yellowing is so bad. I love this toy. Up here, this is the last shelf. Menasor and Superion. I was gonna have Bruticus next to them, which is why I have the 3 Combaticons. I was gonna have them holding the Core Class Shockwave as a gun. So he's there too. This camera I got for Christmas, this little Lego camera thing. I have that next to the Toy Colors Refractor. And then of course, Skylynx, who is such a precious sweetheart to me. Oh no, never mind, I forgot. I've got the Jazz shelf. How could I forget the, but I don't have that many Jazzes. There's Alternators Jazz at the front, who is one of my favorite toys in general. I love this thing. It is a very significant toy for me. There is Mega Jazz. There's Origins Jazz, who I really like. I really like Origins Jazz. And then we have just the blockies at the front. And the Galaxy Defender. And he looks cute and fun up there. But yeah, that is the collection tour. So this is all of my entire collection that is currently on display. That's my roommate's car. I don't know how much of this I am going to be able to display in the next place I live. Or like just in the future in general. Either way, I'm very happy to have a collection, even if I don't get to display it, and I'm glad I was able to share it with everyone here. I have a sell pile. I don't know if I'm going to be selling these publicly. There's a bunch of things I need to sell before I move, including but not limited to the entirety of MMC Bruticus, who is a toy I really love, but I just don't have room for it in my collection because I mostly collect mainline scale. These are all of my Cyberworld toys, who I want to make a video on. I've been really enjoying Cyberworld, both the show and the toys. No, I love Cyberworld. 100 years Cyberworld for forever. I love Cyberworld, yay. Oh, there's Jetfire down there. I've been wanting to share like my collection with you guys so you actually know what toys I have. And yeah, so I'm very happy I got to do this. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for stopping by. Can I think of a funny outro bit? Nope, I can't think of a funny bit. All right, see ya. Hey, I did a very bad job at actually ending this, so I'm just gonna add a little end note here. Because when I finished recording this, I had this strange sense of melancholy. This year, if I were to sum it up, I'd say it's been a year of endings. There's been some big changes happening in my life and in the spheres I've occupied. Even now, things around me just seem to be constantly changing. And it's easy to think with all the changes that things are ending. Because, to an extent, they are. I've already had to say a lot of goodbyes this year, and it's hard to not feel sad about that. So, in a year where I've lost jobs, my security's been threatened, my own sense of independence and self-worth has been back and forth, and even having to say goodbye to certain family, it feels kinda silly that one of the goodbyes I've been bracing for the hardest is my collection as I've known it. 'Cause I'm not getting rid of my collection, and it's not like I just collect to display. Functionally, nothing really changes with the toys being in a box rather than a shelf. But I realized I derive a lot of pride and that sense of familiar comfort off of coming home to seeing all my little guys on display. And I don't know when or if I'll be able to have that again. I've been feeling this push before these big changes fully become real and tangible, of moving away and dynamics shifting and my life taking a new path with new passions, that I need to tie up all the loose ends and say goodbye forever, let go. Because if I don't do that, it might not hurt as bad when things naturally aren't around anymore. But in making this, in reflecting, I realized I really don't have to. Moving forward doesn't mean letting go, because I carry my family with me. I carry my friends with me. I carry my identity, my love, my art, my stories, and all the mess and stress and pain and joy that entails. And that can't be left behind, won't be left behind, but I won't be left behind either. I've always had this worry, this underlying fear of being left behind, and I think part of it is that I really like to be comfortable in the moment, but that's not happening anytime soon, so I won't be left behind, because I'll be moving forwards, taking all the pieces of me with me, whatever shape that is, be it shelf or box. So this isn't goodbye. This isn't the end. It's just... see you around. Ow. It's fucked.